most of us spend our lives just chasing for people's attention, chasing for people's approval, chasing a girl down just because she looked cute. I know, used to do that back in the day all the time. Sitting at my grandmama's house, sitting on the patio, cute little thing walk by. Hey, shot, come here, shot, check it out real quick, shot. That was definitely me, boy, definitely me. But we don't realize that we lose ourselves every time that we chase somebody down for no reason or chase after them for no reason. We lose a little piece of ourselves and give it to them every time. We give them control of us every time that we do that. And it's ridiculous. You never want to give that type of control to someone when you know that you're in control of yourself, especially when you know that they can't claim you on your taxes, on their taxes. If they can't claim you on their taxes, then why in the hell we giving them that type of beneficiary over us? You know, I remember when I was younger and I was growing up in Chicago, and I was just out running the streets trying to be one of the guys or whatever. And it just didn't sit right with me that knowing that some of these kids, their parents didn't give a fuck, right? And they would just let them rip and run the streets all night long, all day long. And my parents, they wanted me to come home before the street lights. So one day I'm out riding my bikes with a group of kids and whatnot. And we sitting there, we chilling and whatnot, we doing our little thing. And my homeboy Earl, he was my homeboy at the time, but this is how we became cool. He comes up on his bike and we riding and we having a good time. And Earl started to notice that it was starting to get dark out. And Earl goes, I gotta go home. And I'm like, what? He like, I could hang out and kick it with y'all more, but y'all just gotta come to my house and hang out with me at my house on the front porch. But I can't ride my bike no more. And I'm like, man, yo, lame man, giving him a hard time at the fact that he was letting us know that he can't ride no more and everything else. And he like, I don't care what none of y'all say. I'm not finna get in trouble with my mama. And he got up on his bike and he dipped off. At that time, I didn't know Earl mom was just as strict as my mom. I didn't know his people was like that. I thought it was just my parents. And I'm like, this boy literally just said, fuck us. He don't care if we look lame to him or whatever, that he gonna get up out of here and gonna go and get on his bike and go home. That's what made me start fucking with this boy and start to fuck with this boy. You know what I'm saying? Like I stopped giving him a hard time because Earl was overweight and we would mess with him about that. But that's what made me stop and hang out with him a little bit more and got to know him a little bit more. And come to find out, me and him had a lot in common, from the video games we played down to art, making music, you name it. We were so similar, it wasn't even funny. And so that's how Earl became my best friend, is because I realized he wasn't chasing none of our approval. He beat it to his own drum and did whatever he wanted to do in life. And it made me go like, well, if he can do that, I can do it too. And I started to look after this dude. Like look up to him. Like I literally admire and appreciated everything that this kid did going forward, because he didn't care if it made him look lame. He didn't care if people didn't fuck with it. If he fuck with it, that's what he did. And he was not embarrassed by putting that shit out, from the music to his art or whatever it was. That's what gave me confidence in my shit because the friend that I decided to become friends with was very highly confident in himself and he wasn't chasing nobody's approval. He gave me a real good lesson on not chasing after nobody and not giving that power over to someone. And Lord behold, our whole friend group just grew into these individuals who were like that. My homie DeVale, he didn't give a fuck. He was a kid who liked the Joe Budden as his favorite rapper. What kid like Joe Budden as their favorite rapper? When you got the Young Jocks, the Jeezys, the T.I., the Ludacris's at the time that was popping off, the Jay-Z's, the Nas. He liked that Joe Budden. And we will give him shit for listening to Joe Budden. Pump, 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 pump. We would give him shit for that. He ain't give a fuck. He was like, so what? That's not his only good song that he got. You know, it was crazy. My homie Joseph, this dude loved karate. Bruce Lee ass nigga. That was his shit. Did not care. That was who he was. And we would try to give him shit for it. He ain't bat eye to that shit. All he did was play the dozen right back. He started giving me shit for liking anime and cartoons and shit, even though he liked the shit low key. But I was a little bit, I'm not as a bigger fan that he was, but it was just something to give me shit about, or just how the way I talk and the way that I do things and everything else. This four group of people that was in this circle, we stopped seeking approval from motherfuckers because we were so confident in ourselves. We didn't give a fuck. And it was amazing. So having those three around me growing up made me realize that I ain't chasing after nobody. I'm not seeking nobody approval because we did what we wanted to do. And if we really needed some advice on how we really felt about something, we could ask each other and we would be open and honest with each other every freaking time. And that's what I loved about our friendship growing up. And hopefully we can link up soon and, you know, do some real grown man shit. But, you know, that's for another time and another day and a good conversation between us four. But let me know when you stop chasing for people attention, when you stop giving them that power, you know? Until then, much love.